Hello and welcome everyone to Twin Mirror. We are back at Anna's place. We found out that there was a break-in and we had a good talk with her a little bit about our past, about her past with Nick. Just kind of, I guess, calming down a little bit and talking things through. Felt very good. We have to check the upstairs now. Hopefully we find some clues as to who broke in, why.
I remember taking this photo. Seeing it like this, not what Anna needed.
Because although we now pretty much know that Nick was killed and know that someone is trying to hide something, I don't really know who and why and how we get to them. Oh.
As if her week wasn't bad enough already. I should erase it. But then the police wouldn't get the burglar's handwriting.
We better not touch anything here.
Why is it so dark in here?
Left a message. Watch your back.
This room feels so different now. It felt like mine once, but it never was.
Oh, there's something. Oh.
Huh? Is someone downloading something off Nick's laptop?
Uh-oh. Behind you. Oh, is that the kid from the pharmacy? Damn.
Sam! Sam! Who was that? Sam! Are you okay?
I think whoever trashed your house just trashed me.
Can you stand?
Yeah. The headache isn't as bad as the one I had this morning.
I couldn't get a good look at them. They just sprinted out of the house, and I heard some weird, loud engine drive off.
Well, whoever it was, they were dumping data off Nick's computer. I must have interrupted them.
There's no trace of whatever he took. So what do we even do now?
Does he have backup files?
We need Nick's backups, if he has any. Did he ever do anything like that? Boxes in the attic, files to the cloud, another computer? Did he have anywhere besides here and the Basswood jungle he kept things?
No. No, I don't think so. I don't... Actually, over the last few months...
Oh.
Remember I mentioned Nick has been going out a lot to that old fishing shack his family owns.
I know the one. I went there with Nick and Bug a few times.
He went mostly in the evenings. Most nights, really. Said he was night fishing.
But if he was secretly using it as a second office...
It'd be worth taking a look.
That's a good call.
Hello? Anna? Your father called. Said there'd been a break-in?
Couldn't they have gotten here 2 minutes ago? They'll arrest me if they found Dennis's body.
You go out the back. I'll talk to Bess and keep her busy.
If you're sure,
Okay.
I'll go to the fishing shack. It sounds like if Nick was hiding something, it might be there.
I'm starting to get worried.
Sorry! I was just in the bathroom. Be right out. Go.
Okay, so we are going to the fishing shack while she is staying with Bass. provided the police isn't involved in all of this, that might be actually pretty safe for her. But at this point, we don't know who is involved in all of this. I guess the hope is that Nick has some backup files. The fishing shack.
Nick's fishing shack. Lot of memories here. Good memories. Anna said he'd been sneaking off here to work on something. I almost hope I don't find anything. Nick, what were you up to?
That is the big question. Oh, is Joan
Joan
here?
rides this bike everywhere. Which is impressive with how far away everything is out here. What's it doing here?
Definitely should be more careful though, because if that guy that we saw there was the one who was breaking in, which we not 100% know, right? It could be a second person, but if they are directly connected to whatever is going on with Nick,
I remember
they
teaching Bug
could
how to
have
roast
just killed us
marshmallows.
too.
Hers turned out great. Mine were always burnt.
Let's see.
You know, fishing's a lot like life. Practice, patience, and perseverance hooks you the big one.
Dad, not everything is a life lesson.
Actually, I was talking to Muley here.
Oh, that's fine. He's got a lot to learn.
You know, I'm better at fishing and life than you are.
Whatever you say, Muley.
Aw, worms are so cute.
You sure are, Bug. Can you hook me another one? Can't catch a fish without bait.
I don't want to hurt it.
Come on, it's just a worm.
Here, Bug, just hand them over and I'll bait it.
No, I'd be an accomplice then.
Don't worry about it. The point of fishing isn't to catch anything anyways.
Looks like very good memories. That's the shack. Looks a little bit, I don't know, eerie with the fog and everything.
Bug?
Muley? How did you... Does my mom know?
Does your mom know what? What is this?
Mom doesn't know. Good. I've decided to leave town.
Bug,
What?
This
Yeah.
is not a good idea.
I've got food for 5 days. I'll hitchhike and bike down to Virginia.
Do you have any idea how far that is?
About 80 miles to get down to my Aunt Lisa. My mom hates her. Don't try to stop me.
You can't leave like this. Not without telling anyone.
Oh, yeah? Why not? That's what you did.
Well, it's a
She's
little
serious
bit
about
different.
this. Careful, Sam. This is not a drill. Maybe try to bring up her mother again.
Is everything okay at home?
Is there something wrong with your mom?
No, I'm running away because things are so great. Plus, I know what she'll say. Calm down, think of the common good. She doesn't do anything, just sits around, takes her back pain pills, and stares at the TV like a lump.
Well, that was a miss. When it comes to this kid, your instinct is better than mine. The mother, though, we should have a talk with her later.
Look, I'm not a child anymore. I'm not asking for your permission. There's nothing for me here.
Don't make the same mistake I made.
Leaving is gonna hurt the people you care about the most. The way I left was selfish. You're not selfish. The Joan I knew couldn't even hurt a worm, let alone her own mother.
It's not like I want to hurt her. She just works all the time, and then she's too out of it. And never listens to me. I think I'm done depending on others. My dad I could rely on. But he's gone. There's nothing else for me around here.
I was wrong yesterday. She's not in denial. She's scared.
Something terrible happened to him, but no one listens to me. No one cares.
We do. We're here. We're working on it. I'm investigating.
I care. I believe you, and I'm investigating like you asked.
Oh, so I'm mistaken and you did question people? Or did you just say all those dumb things adults say that don't mean anything?
They wouldn't have told me anything interesting.
Or you were just like them? This
Or
place is
maybe I
full
just
of
got
gutless,
clonked by a...
patronizing adults, and I'm sick of this dumb little town. It's choking me, and I need fresh air. I need some place I can think, not here.
Sounds like Basswood really failed this kid.
Sure did.
I mean, what am I supposed to do tomorrow? Or the day after? In 10 years?
Be a journalist.
You ever consider journalism? You have a mind for investigation.
Isn't it kinda dying?
Yeah, that's what makes it beautiful. Fighting to bring people truth in a world that doesn't care about it.
Kinda sounds like you really want to be a journalist. Look, I don't know if you're trying to make me stay, or make me into you, or my
Neither.
father. You're just telling me what I want to hear, or what you think I want to hear.
Joan.
I just want the truth, for once, from someone. I'm wasting my time here with you.
Bug.
Don't touch me! I'm sick of you, I'm sick of this town, and so I'm going, and you can't stop me.
Sam, we have to do something.
I agree. I
She
just
wants
didn't know.
honesty. She doesn't care about bullshit. I can relate to that. I'll tell her what we found out about Nick's death. You can't do that. You're the adult. She's the child. Do you want her to start looking for the people who killed her father by herself? Do the responsible thing. Make her stay. It's for her own good.
This is so tough because I obviously don't want her to get into danger. Can't we tell her about it, but also make very clear that in order for this to be successful, she needs to stay out of it and lay low for a while. But I'm not sure if threatening to call Kathy really would help, because she might just run away anyway. And then next time wouldn't talk to us. I don't know if that is the right decision. I don't know.
You were right, Bug. Your father didn't die in that crash. Someone killed him and covered it up, made it look like an accident. Now, I don't know who did it yet or why. That's why I came here. That was maybe too much, Sam. She's a kid.
I was right.
You were right. I need you to not tell anyone, though.
I won't. I won't tell anyone. Not even my
And I
mom.
need you to stay at home.
I will. I'm gonna go home right now. Thank you, Sam.
Okay, that is good if she would do that and stay home while we take care of the
I don't know if
investigation.
that was a good idea.
I don't know either.
Me neither. But hey, it worked.
I think, given the
that I've kept
situation, it
your
might
daughter
have been
from
the
skipping
best
town,
option, though not
Let's see if you've
optimal.
kept anything hidden out here, Nick. Man, Bugs certainly grew up faster than I realized. Bug never was the social type. Just like me. With Nick gone, I guess we both lost our best friend. He always kept his favorite rod in this special ready-to-go bag to protect it.
Okay.
We used to talk about how hunting was cruel. How much did you change, Nick? There used to be a
what's this?
calendar right here. Why'd he take it down? Back when Nick and Kathy were college sweethearts. Clearly Bug was there too. Joan always liked Bugs.
Okay.
This is
Hunting
where he kept
trophy.
the rods he'd loan out. So what's his favorite rod doing here? He always kept it separate.
Maybe the bag is filled with something else now.
Locked. Nick always kept a spare key. It'd be somewhere out of Bug's reach. No keys. It's also not the best place if you wanted him to stay hidden. Nothing here. Probably too high and hard to get at anyway. Man, Bugs certainly grew up faster than I realized.
Oh, hunting trophy.
Don't see the keys. It was probably too obvious a spot.
Maybe outside somewhere. Now we can inspect this.
Nick, what were you hiding in this bag that's so important you had it locked up? Nick wasn't the type to remember passwords. He probably left himself a reminder.
Maybe the fish. Ah.
What a fishy hiding spot, Nick. Always did love your cliches.
Okay, maybe
Like
we
many
should take a
people,
gun.
Nick kept a few guns, but never at home and always locked up. A prescription for opioids with Kathy's name on it? These are pretty heavy-duty painkillers. Very addictive.
And it sounded like Kathy may have.
Joan wasn't just acting up.
Yeah,
Kathy has a problem.
looks like it.
Nick was trying to find ways to get Joan in college. It's gotten so expensive.
What do we have here?
An article by Anna about a place called The Cove. Seems it's kind of a commune for outcasts just outside of Basswood.
I'm interviewing Tyler, a man of few words in his mid-20s and heavily tattooed, about the place he lives and why he's there. It's cold enough that I regret not bringing a second jacket. His hands, however, are not shaking because of the cold. This is the 7th relapse. On his 2nd relapse, he lost his girlfriend. On the 4th, his family. The one after that, he attempted to rob his parents' home, but was instead beaten nearly to death by his father. It's not like I want to hurt them. I just needed money, and I felt so bad that I thought I was dying. My parents' place was the only place I knew for sure there was some crap I could sell. Dad caught me. I tried to talk to him, but he whipped my ass, beat me with a lamp. I don't blame him. I didn't fight back. I was too ashamed. I needed a whooping. I still need a whooping. Lynette Branham, 52, with graying hair, looks on with compassionate eyes. Lynette is the one that owns the land and sets the rules. She's judge, jury, and executioner when it comes to deciding who stays and who goes. Oop. This place is called the Cove. When the local mine closed, a lot of people found themselves out of work, and some of them had no place to go. Drugs and crimes made them fall into the patterns desperate people often fall into, and Lynette found some of them camping out on her property. She let them stay as long as they followed 2 rules. No stealing, no fighting. Though she's had to kick a lot of people out over the years, it's not always permanent. In fact, she just let one of them back in. He does not want to be named, but has a lot in common with Tyler. A bad relationship with his family, a mother with her own drug abuse issues, and a history of violent offenses. This young man explained to me why he came back. I can't make it out there. Everyone's hassling me, and I'm just trying not to hassle myself. He has trouble staying still and looks ready to keel over at any moment. Yet he's also got a depth to him that's striking. Was sober for half a year once. Can't remember the first time I drank. Broke into Ma's liquor cabinet when I was 5. Some people see this place and imagine the same old story of hillbillies in the mountains, yet that isn't what this place is. This is a community. They're all drifters lost in the flow of life with nowhere else to go and a desire to be better. Lynette shakes her head as she finishes up. She let me stay, he says. I ask him how he knows. She'd have come over and told me to get out right now, he answers. It's true, Lynette lets him stay as long as he promises to try again. She has a lot of patience. You have 2. She tells me after the young man goes to lie down. Everyone has their own way of dealing with pain. The path to mistakes comes in a lot of forms, some of them pretty invisible unless you look for it. We all stumble sometimes. Most people take a few tries to get back up and after being knocked down. If someone isn't there to help them, they just fall back over. The Cove gives me hope.
An article by Anna about a place called the Cove. Seems it's kind of a commune for outcasts just outside of Basswood.
What? Why can't I put it down? Oh. Just didn't show me. There's a note.
Looks like some kind of reminder Nick left for himself. A reminder of what?
Yellow. Let me write that down just in case. We have yellow on top. Red. Blue. And green. Does it say
Looks
caterpillar?
like some kind of reminder Nick left for himself. A reminder of what?
Caterpillar, okay. Anything else here?
Nick was trying to find ways to get Joan in college. It's gotten so expensive.
Doesn't seem that way. Calendar.
It has to be the same D he was talking to in his emails.
D wants to meet.
All right. I think I went through everything here.
Okay. Can we open the fishing bag? Oh. Caterpillar. What does that mean? Oh, whoa, wait. There was a picture on the wall.
Wrong combination. Knowing Nick, maybe he left a hint lying around the shack.
Yep, but here's a caterpillar. So, haha.
Nick's note mentioned a caterpillar.
Yep.
I think I just found it.
We have red, green, blue, red, yellow. Now could be that the first one is blue, I'm not sure. Looks like it now. Okay, so it would let's go with blue, then that would be left, then red is right. We have green, blue, red.
Doesn't work. There must be something I'm missing.
There was one missing, so the first one didn't count. So we start with red this time. Red, green, blue, red, yellow. Nailed it.
Let's see what we have here. That's a lot of cash. More than Nick could make in a decade.
Okay. We have some files.
Nick was gathering at the Cove, and that's how he found his informant, Dee. It's the person he met the night he died. I just need to figure out who it is.
Okay, so... Oh. That's the guy from that we met in the pharmacy. Richard, early 30s, twitchy even when sober, high-strung and obviously disliked by the Cove. Asked not to be named in Anna's article because of his father, who runs a shipping company. Smarter than he looks, or as dumb as he acts. Still hard to say. Both. Still using, yes. Who's the dealer? Tyler, Lynette, JR, Kayla, Dickie. Richard is Dickie. Richard is Dickie. It's a nickname. Dickie sold drugs to Tyler. Find out who his supplies. So he could be D. And the guy that we saw in Anna's apartment had... It looked like he was wearing a beanie as well. Or some kind of hat. Sees him... Tyler... mid-20s, sees himself as the Cove's protector, very defensive of Lynette. Tyler's interview with Anna was heartbreaking. He was bad off. So bad, in fact, that I was legitimately surprised to find him alive the next time I visited the Cove. He certainly wouldn't have been the first member of the group to be claimed by an OD in the middle of the night. Very aggressive, been in and out of jail for most of his life, usually for assault. Don't antagonize. Clean since the interview. Where did he get the drugs? Dickie. Keeps asking about Anna into cooking. Then we have JR, interviewed by Anna but didn't make it into the article. Late 30s, not personable, ex-minor. JR has been living on the road, working wherever he can as a handyman. And when he came to Basswood, a minor. After the mine closed, he was arrested for drug possession. Staying at the Cove now that he's out, didn't have anywhere else to go. Keeps himself trying to get clean, but it's an ongoing process. From the Midwest, Michigan, took up smoking, trying to replace other habits with less bad ones. Hasn't worked. JR, Justin Reynolds, collects hubcaps, has a Winchester in his truck, used to living in his truck, rolls his own cigars, taught me how, still uses occasionally, loves camo. I think we're talking about Richard here.
Richard, a.k.a. Dickie, a.k.a. D. Looks like I found who I was looking for. So that's what it was. Nick suspected a drug ring flourished here in Basswood after the mine closed. He had an informant, Dickie. Probably a low-level drug dealer, and he also had a lot of cash on hand. More than a reporter should. Dickie set up a meeting with Nick, and now Nick's dead. Dickie may be the only person who knows what really happened. I need to find him. He lives at this place, the Cove. Or he did. Anna wrote that article on it. She has to know where it is.
Now I'm kind of suspecting the guy from the pharmacy again. Best find left. Did you find anything at the spot? Little commune thing on the outskirts of town, not big on outsiders. Let's go together. I'd rather have us staying together. I think separated, it's easier for any of us to get jumped. Okay, that's interesting. So it might be all about that potential drug ring.
Bess barely asked about the break-in. She seemed more focused on your fight with Dennis.
I'm on top of the suspect list. Or at least I would be if I was her.
Bess said I should call her if I found you. She believes you're dangerous. You were right back at the Basswood jungle. I think we're on our own.
They'll try to arrest me now. We have to find Dickie. I can't let Joan down.
I'm sure Dickie's still there. He had no other place to go.
What
The
are you
Cove is
two
a
doing? The longer you run from the police, the worse it'll be when they catch up with you. Explain everything. That makes sense.
The Cove is a wonderful place. A sort of
Shut up, Bob.
commune. Lynette, who runs it, she lets anyone in who follows her rules. No real questions asked. It's mostly filled with desperate people, though. Recovering junkies, ex-gang members, and you'll need to be extra careful. Some of them used to work at the mine.
Yeah. Maybe we should put on like a fake
So,
mustache or so.
How should we handle finding Dickie?
Guess we'll play it by ear.
You and I are gonna figure something out together. Don't worry. Or worry a little. Just not a ton.
Yeah, a little bit of worry is appropriate.
Oh, trust me. I'm worried a ton. Just not a shit ton.
Okay,
We just need to be careful.
that works too.
And look out for each other.
This town has like 17 people in it. You've met the killer. I'm not saying you have to run and hide. Just be careful about the lion's den. You have options here. That's enough.
What's enough?
Enough of a plan. I think we have enough of a plan.
Do we? I just get so angry that someone did this. Killed my friends, invaded my home. It's the worst feeling. Like part of my soul has been stolen. We need to find out who did this. I need to take back from them what they took. I need to find some small piece of feeling safe again. If that even makes any sense.
They won't get away with it.
It's the knowing they might get away with it. The lie they made up being seen as true. That just burns a hole right through me.
Yeah, you're right. I think. Then I think something else 10 seconds later.
Because you've got this. Easy. Look at you. So together. You got so drunk, you've forgotten anything that could have been remotely useful. Your friends are turning up dead. You're getting brained by burglars. And now we're riding straight into the back roads with no backup. That's not fair. Shut up.
Sam!
Sorry. I didn't mean it that way.
Don't Don't take all of this out on me.
I want
So
to.
you're just gonna keep telling me off. Disregard my advice. Well, if you think you know better, Sam, no reason for me to linger. Enjoy your little investigation without me, Sam. Don't get us killed, okay?
Here. This is the cove.
Huh?
Get your head on straight. The cove. We're here.
Right. Right.
Well, time and place, Bob. Your advice is appreciated, but maybe not when Anna is also talking to me. Jeez.
Sam, you sure you want to keep going?
Not really, but I have to.
Not really, but it's not like I have much of a choice.
Sam, if you need to take a moment.
No, let's do this.
Who the hell are you? Anna, what are you doing here?
Tyler, you look healthy.
You ain't the only one surprised I'm still alive. Who's the narc?
Whoa. I'm Sam.
I'm Sam.
Was I talking to you?
This is Sam. He's a friend.
Yeah, lucky for him or I'd have thrown his ass out already. So what are you two here for?
I'll let Anna do the talking.
It's a long story.
We'd like to have a word with Dickie. Have you seen him?
What'd he do now? Look, just talk to Lynette. She makes the calls on her land.
Thank you. Really.
Yeah, I know.
Is he always like this?
He's pretty much the gatekeeper around here. Interviewed him last time I came by. I'm gonna talk to Lynette. She's kind of in charge.
I'll go see what I can find.
Okay, but be careful. People only end up here if they have nothing left to lose.
Yeah, that's great. Great news for us. Let's check in our journal. I should have known Anna hates nothing more than old-fashioned fake chivalry, but I intend to keep that promise. And then I had the talk. Oh yeah, no, we read that. Read those last time. I decided not to listen to the voice of my doubts anymore. I need to focus, concentrate. I need to be me. I hope he's not gone entirely. Nick's computer is the reason Anna's house was broken into, and my head was clonked. The attacker took off with Nick's files. The question remains, what did Nick discover, and how did it get him killed? Kathy and Nick met and fell in love during the last semester at college in Connecticut. It was one of those midweek parties Nick used to drag you along to. The time you went to get drinks, and when you returned, you found Nick talking to a girl in a corner. He didn't even look at her, just handed Nick his beer, and there was a second when you almost swept him away. Back into the crowd, back to his life, away from a wedding and a baby and a job in Basswood. But Kathy had already grabbed his arm and smiled and talked at him. It was you who got swept away in the crowd. Still, in that second, there was everything Kathy would always hold against you. Do you think it was jealousy, or was it bitterness that you didn't save her either from her future life? It was love at first sight, she told everyone. She meant it. He did too. It wasn't anybody's fault that they were wrong. Yeah, sometimes things just go like that. When I went to Nick's old fishing shack to investigate, I found Joan there, packing her stuff to run away from home. The only way to talk her down was to tell her the truth about Nick's death. I don't know if I did the right thing. Yeah. We have Tyler. Aggressive, protects his turf and his people, has some goodwill for Anna, but not for me. Yeah, that was apparent. But I think this is a good time to take a break, and then next time we will investigate here at the Cove, hopefully finding out more about the potential drug ring and what Nick talked to Dee about. But that will be next time. Thank you all for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please give the video a like, maybe consider subscribing to the channel, share the video with friends, family, and the people on the internet. That all helps me out a whole bunch and will bring you more content in the future. If you want to go above and beyond in your support, you can check out the Patreon link down below, and I will be back with more Twin Mirror tomorrow. Until then, have a great time.